over. You know this gentleman. You know who the president really is and who his controllers are. So let us in to your expertise on the other side. Ambassador Keys is our guest.
Hi, this is Alex Jones. Did you know that the global elite are now storing non-hybrid seeds in secret storage vaults near the Arctic Circle? Did you know that in a real meltdown, non-hybrid seeds can become more valuable than silver or gold? It's true, seeds have outperformed even gold and silver before in this country, and it's possible that could even happen again. So our friends at Solutions from Science have put together the perfect mix of non-hybrid seeds. They call it a survival seed bank, and it can produce an endless supply of nutrient-dense food for you and your family. And here's the best part. These seeds have not been genetically modified in any way, and you actually get enough seeds to plant a full-acre crisis garden. So visit them today at survivalseedbank.com. That's survivalseedbank.com, or give them a call at 877-327-0365. That's 877-327-0365. Remember, in a real crisis, non-hybrid seeds are the ultimate barter item. This is Alex Jones for survivalseedbank.com. In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to have a civilian national security force that's just as powerful, just as strong, just as well-funded.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. He's fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, that's fascism.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back.
Good day, Jim Newcomer from Midas Resources, August 14, 2009. Gold opened this morning at $959.10. A 1 ounce gold coin can be purchased for $986.44, $493.22 for the half ounce, or $246.61 for a quarter ounce. That's $986.44, $493.22, and $246.61.
On June 4th, 1963, Executive Order 11,110 was signed with the authority to strip the Federal Reserve Bank of its power to lend money to the United States government and interest. With the stroke of a pen, Kennedy would have put the Fed out of business. The November assassination quieted the production of the new currency. However, the executive order still stands unrepealed. Midas has the Kennedy versus Fed document. Call 800-686-2237. Unlike your Liberty, the paper is free. Call 800-686-2237. If you're interested in breaking the bondage of taxation and debt, call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Attention, an important product from hempusa.org, microplant powder, will change your life by removing all types of positive toxins, such as heavy metals, parasites, bacteria, viruses, and fungus from the digestive tract and stomach wall so you can absorb nutrients. Microplant powder is 89% silica and packed with a negative charge that attracts positive toxins from the blood, organs, spine, and brain. This product has the ability to rebuild cartilage and bone, which allows synovial fluid to return to the joints. Silica is a precursor to calcium, meaning the body turns silica into calcium and is great for the heart. There is no better time than now to have microplant powder on your shelf or in your storage shelter. And with an unlimited shelf life, you can store it anywhere. Call 908-691-2608 or visit hempusa.org. It's a great way to change your life. So call 908-691-2608 or visit us at hempusa.org today.
The Genesis Communications Radio Network proudly presents The Alex Jones Show, because there's a war on for your mind.
Loyalty to liberty.blogspot.com. Ambassador Keys, are there any other sites or books or materials? What's some of your latest work? The WorldNet Daily articles? For people that want to...
The major outlets for what I write these days, the most important one is Loyal to Liberty. That's Loyal to Liberty, LOYALTOLIBERTY. You can also reach it, by the way, just by typing in AlanKeyes.com, AlanKeyes.com. It goes to the same place because that's now become my major vehicle for sharing on a regular basis thoughts and writings of various lengths with people. I'm also serializing what I hope will become a couple of books that are periodically I'm putting chapters up on the blog there for people to look at and so forth. I also am writing for WorldNet Daily, and I'm heavily involved in the work of America's Independent Party, which has a website, AIP News, AIPNEWS, AIPnews.com, which is essentially an effort both to sign up people for a political effort where we're standing on common principles from the get-go, and everybody commits to those things so that we're not going to be throwing them aside in order to just achieve office at any price. But it also corresponds to my view that in today's world, if we want to take America back, the people must become the media. We must use the tools that are available so we're no longer relying on the corporate bought and paid for media outlets that now are working for some of these big business enterprises that are essentially the fellow travelers of the Obama socialists.
And that more and more is happening, so they're openly saying with the hate crimes law and the cyberbullying that if something hurts someone's feelings, you're going to be federally charged. That's actually in the bills. I couldn't believe it. And especially the cyberbullying. So they're certainly coming after our free speech. They're not only saying it's socialism is racist, which is incredible race baiting in my opinion. And as you said, cold-bloodedly using it to drive a wedge. But they're now calling for the arrest of people that put up Obama posters on light poles, but Obama was in the Washington Post telling his supporters to put up his hope sign on stop signs, which is illegal. So just the level of hypocrisy.
Well, I think, though, it goes beyond hypocrisy, because hypocrisy would imply that it's almost just a function of the circumstances or particular occasion. It's not. This is the strategy whereby you dehumanize, demoralize, and destroy any opposition. You build up your own camp so that they become have the exclusive access, really, to public opinion. And then you try to mobilize the force of law and law enforcement and the state, eventually including, of course, arresting and trying people and throwing them into jail or camp because they are dissenting from your policy. That's something that was systematically characteristic of these socialist regimes of the right and left, whether it's the Nazi regime or the old Soviet regime. These socialist regimes, all of them took this approach to politics. And, of course, they also adopted the famous Rahm Emanuel repeated dictum that you want to take advantage of a good crisis, right? And advance your agenda using it. And that, of course, includes manufacturing it if you don't have one. So that if you don't have a good crisis, you make one up, you cause one. I think that's one of the reasons why he's so irresponsible about spending. He actually wants to push us deeper and deeper into a critical and desperate economic situation that will justify consolidating more and more power in the hands of the government that he controls. That's a standard practice. It just breaks my heart that because of the end of the Cold War, when we were actively confronted by the Soviets, people were more aware on a daily basis of who these people were, what they did, what practices they carried forward. It was something that you grew up with and knew and understood. I think we have now had, 20, 30 years in which that's become less and less the case, and you have a lot of folks now who don't realize that what we're watching is simply part of a pattern that was common from the mid-20th century forward.
Yeah, in case you don't know, sir, it's up on Infowars.com. We have at least 6 different in English, 2 in Spanish, Florida news reports, and several of them call for my arrest. I didn't come up with the Obama Joker poster. I saw it in L.A. Nationally, they said it was racist. You should be arrested. So I put it up on my site, and I said, folks, we got to stand up to this attack on free speech. Post these in legal places everywhere. Now they're on the news calling for my arrest. So I can think of nothing more un-American, Ambassador. I want to get your take on that and get back to the question of, what makes them tick. You've been proven to be right about them. What are they going to try next? And then I want to get into some other issues like governors oppose DOD emergency powers. Obama wants to put 400,000 troops on the streets of America. You can't make this up.
We're on the march. The empire.